If you're planning a trip to Walt Disney World, you know the drill. Exactly 60 days before arriving, your alarm goes off at 6 a.m. You open the app and you frantically scramble to book your dining reservations before they vanish. That immediate scarcity creates a very specific kind of panic. It convinces travelers that securing a table at a famous restaurant is an absolute requirement for a successful vacation. But the prices on those menus aren't based on the quality of the chef. They are based on IP pricing, a premium you pay simply to eat in close proximity to a famous intellectual property, like a princess or a castle. For the average family, fighting for these reservations spikes their daily stress levels and drains hundreds of dollars from their budget for meals that often feel rushed and crowded. So before you hand over your credit card, you have to ask yourself, are you actually paying for world-class food, or are you paying for the atmosphere of the room you're eating it in? Today, we are stripping away the nostalgia. We are looking exclusively at the brutal math and the real return on investment of Disney dining. Because the pressure to lock down a marquee dining spot leads planners to actively drain their wallets on experiences that don't match the hype. Let's start with the ultimate status booking for families with young kids, Chef Mickey's. Getting a table here requires serious effort. You fight the crowds on the app at the 60-day mark, and if you get in, you are paying absolute premium prices for the meal. The upside is real. You get guaranteed air-conditioned photos with Mickey and the gang without having to stand in the brutal outdoor park lines. On the left, the average price of a standard theme park buffet. On the right, the inflated cost of a character meal. That gap is the character tax. By paying that premium, you are subsidizing character interactions by accepting mass-produced food. The culinary execution in these high-volume environments relies on speed and scale, not individual quality. You are getting cafeteria-level output. When you book this tier of restaurant, you are buying a private meet and greet that happens to come with a side of pasta. Then there are the restaurants where the primary selling point is exclusive real estate. The pinnacle of this is Cinderella's Royal Table. The barrier to entry here is aggressive. You are paying upwards of $89 per adult, and you are forced to pay that amount in full the exact moment you make the reservation. The outcome is undeniable. You secure the atmosphere and the sheer status of physically eating inside a global theme park icon. But the trade-off is steep. Reviews of the culinary execution consistently land on just fine. Your premium price tag entirely subsidizes the architecture. The same trap catches planners relying on outdated advice for Be Our Guest restaurant. For years, guests used a budget-friendly breakfast hack to get inside. Disney eliminated that entirely. Now, you are locked into an expensive, rigid, prix-fixe menu with no flexibility. The atmosphere is world-class, but the mandatory rigid menus and sky-high prices prove exactly where your money goes. You are subsidizing the real estate, not the chef. But there is a strategic alternative for travelers who want famous food but completely miss the 60-day reservation window. We call it adjacent dining. Take Ohana at the Polynesian Resort. It has a wildly popular signature dinner that is nearly impossible to book. The workaround is located immediately next door, the Tambu Lounge. The input here is simple. You walk up to the lounge with 0 reservations and you sit down immediately. The outcome? You order the exact same famous Ohana signature noodles, cooked in the exact same kitchen for a fraction of the cost. To see the efficiency, look at this matrix. The top half shows the main restaurant, high cost, high effort. The bottom half shows the lounge, low cost, 0 effort. The trade-off? By choosing the lounge, you lose the all-you-can-eat spread. You also lose the specific window views of the main dining room. However, you have to weigh those minor losses against the massive gains you make in daily budget flexibility and reclaimed vacation time. The kitchen cooking the food doesn't know if you are sitting at a reserved table or a bar stool. Adjacent dining gets you the exact same signature food while completely bypassing the friction of the reservation system. Ultimately, this forces a decision on how you allocate your vacation budget. You fall into one of two profiles. The first is the status and experience traveler, someone who values convenience and atmosphere above all else. If that is your profile, pay the $89 for the castle, enjoy the room, and accept that the food quality is secondary. This chart maps the alternative. If you refuse to pay for hype and prioritize a high culinary return, you take the value optimizer path on the right. Cancel those stressful reservations and utilize lounge strategies to reclaim your time. To take the guesswork out of this, grab the $19 Disney World Dining Cheat Sheet or download our free guide at mydisneybrain.com. By objectively evaluating the true cost of atmosphere versus food, you can stop playing the stressful reservation game and start actively optimizing your vacation budget.